The cost for our country to recover from natural disasters annually totals roughly what cybercrime is costing us now. You don't know about, all of these victims. It's very quiet because it's embarrassing. There is this prevailing thought, it's not going to happen to me. If I asked you to just write anything down or take any one of these things away, it would be this, because it's plaguing small businesses across the country. This started in Phoenix, Arizona, about 3 years ago. And what was happening, employees and companies who had access to bank accounts, they were getting emails, and the emails were coming from the owner of the company. So seemingly the CEO asking somebody to make a routine wire transfer. They expect that, maybe 1 out of 1,000 people are actually going to listen to that. That's all they need to make a lot of money. So the person who receives that is under the impression that their CEO just told them to execute a wire. The second they hit click and they execute that wire, it goes to an anonymous account. The money's gone, it's not recoverable. The FBI, local law enforcement generally don't know where that money went. I think Phoenix area companies lost almost $1 billion before it started to spread. And slowly but surely it started to hit every city in the country.
Small businesses need to realize that they are a target, and if they just did maybe 5 of the 10 things that were listed in the presentation today, they'd be a lot better off and help lower their risk.
It's rare that I have heard from any small business owner that they have a response plan, meaning if we get hacked, and that could be with regards to their financials, their accounting system, it could be with regards to intellectual property, it could be their bank account. But do you call law enforcement? And who do you call? If you're in Nassau County, Suffolk County, do you call the police? If not, then who should you call? Most small business owners are very busy. They do a lot of things. Does your second in command or your third in command, whoever it is, know what to do if you're not around? Is there any type of plan in place?
This cybercrime could cost you your business, and that's a real fear factor.
What I noticed was, all the different ways that you could get hacked or that your data could get breached, and some of the common sense things you can do to prevent it.
So if your bank account, was breached, meaning money was withdrawn from it, let's say thousands of dollars, what would you do? Close down the account? No. Close down the business?
The average person really can't do it all themselves. They can be proactive about what's going on, but they really do need experts to help them to understand and to make the security better.
Who here knows what two-factor authentication is? Just a show of hands. Okay, so about half the people in the room. Two-factor authentication is simply this. If you have a Gmail or an AOL or a Yahoo or any email account, you have a login ID and a password. If somebody steals your login ID and your password, then obviously they can get into your email. And we all know what is in our email, and oftentimes our email has data that's connected to the cloud. It's oftentimes the source of bank account information and what have you. With two-factor authentication, you simply have a second level of authentication or protection. So if I go right now to log into my Gmail account here, or if somebody stole my phone and they had my login ID and password, when they type in my login ID and my password to my Gmail, they're going to be asked to enter another code, or they can't get in. And hackers hate it. Cybercriminals hate, whenever they see that pop up, they're defeated. It's a simple setting in your Gmail or in your AOL mail, in your Yahoo mail. You turn it on and you can no longer even access your own email with a login ID and password. You now have to enter a code that's texted to you in order to get in. So in essence, your phone becomes like a physical key to log into your email.
The internet was never built for what we do with it. There's no built-in inherent security in the internet, which in some ways is a good thing. But it provides for the criminals a big opportunity to do whatever they want to do.
The other thing we experience a lot is it's never going to happen to me. So it's almost like they know it's out there, but they don't want to listen.
Scary as hell. That's the one thing I have to say.
I don't bank online for that very purpose. One time somebody stole something from my PayPal account once, and I just don't like to do that. I don't mind going to the bank once a week, it's okay.
First reaction was, wow, this is kind of scary information, but in a good way, because it's making me think about what are the things I need to do to be more secure. I can tell you there's a ton of things that I'm going to go back to the office and start working on.